Hey people, it's Trellec, and today I'm going to be reacting to Invincible as the worst fictional universe ever by Zephire. I have not watched Invincible, but I basically know the entire story. Kind of similar to Arcane. I know most of what I know from TikTok, okay? Not even from TikTok. Like, what made me know what I know? I guess it's from TikTok, because sometimes I'll go on TikTok, I'll see a spoiler in the comments, and I have to find out. And that will make me go read the comic. And I do that so many times, I basically read the entire comic. So I pretty much know everything. I know about Trellec, I know about Dinosaurus, I know about Robot and Monster Girl. I know everything at this point. And Marky. Yeah. Okay. Go to support the Zephire. I appreciate some support too. Let's get into this.
Who's next? Who's next?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This gotta be the worst superhero universe of all time. Originally, I was planning to do a video similar to the one I made last year, but while I was watching this season, Mark really wasn't getting whooped. I was really watching like, damn, he might actually be. So I can't even make a video roasting him for real. Good job. But I'm still watching this season and something just not clicking with me, bro. Because every episode I'm watching, I'm just like, dog, this man's life is trash. Like every time I watch this show and really put it into perspective, I realize this is one of the worst superhero lives I have ever seen on the screen. I promise you, you wouldn't want to be Invincible. You wouldn't want to be anybody in this universe. I would go as far as to say I would rather live in Gotham than the Invincible universe.
Hey. It's not ridiculous to say that. It's not ridiculous.
And I know some of y'all might hear me say that and say,
at least Gotham has Batman, and Batman is handling shit most of the time. Most of the time, okay? Most of the time. Sometimes?
Out the cap.
and yeah, Gotham's pretty horrible too. You gotta deal with villains like Harley Quinn, who gave game consoles to little children and watched it blow up in their face.
Okay, see, this is why I have a problem with Harley Quinn, right? Our redemption is okay. Get redeemed, that's cool. But I will never like the fact that they're trying to push her into being a part of the Bat family. I'm just not fucking with it. When she does shit like this, and people be trying to compare her to Jason because, oh, Jason killed people too. But at least Jason killed criminals.
From the skylines. So yeah, I'm aware that Satan's greatest soldiers are in Gotham City. So whether if you want to deal with that or deal with an alien flying through you on a random beach day, that is entirely up to you. But me personally, I would feel much safer with a city patrolled by Batman than this planet where the best superheroes are getting done like this.
I hate Witten and Lublin for helping employees win their completely justified cases again.
Than this planet where the best superheroes are getting done like this. Like I'm telling y'all, it's actually so sad. No matter which of these three you choose, you are going to live a terrible life. Now we're gonna start the video off with the main character. And I know there's gonna be at least 3 dorks in my comments talking about some, yes, I wanna be invincible. Yes, I'm not gonna be a hero.
Yes, I'm invincible. Yes, my dad ruined my life. Yes, I know Diff Mortal. Yes, I almost died almost every fight. Yes, I took the worst beating in animation history. Debatable. Yes, I'm still the GOAT. Also debatable. Yes, I cracked Eve. Not debatable.
Yes, I want to crack Eve. Like, whoa, brother. Relax. Contain your lust for me, little bro. Thank you. But in all seriousness, nah, you don't want to be this nigga. Like, I understand why Invincible goes through all this trauma and pain. His name stands for his willpower and not his fighting track record.
If he's invincible, why can't I see him? Okay. I just have to say it, okay?
Just like my last video, I'll always poke jokes at it, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. Life is just hard for this nigga. But damn, I ain't know y'all meant life hard for everybody. Like, why do I, as a regular civilian, have to deal with getting jumped by superpowered twins for no reason? Like, this nigga just got pile drive for doing his job. Even if we keep it at just Mark 5, super, like, why do I for this nigga? But damn, I ain't know y'all meant life hard for everybody. Like, why do I, as a regular civilian, have to deal with getting jumped by superpowered? I, as a regular civilian, have to deal with getting jumped by superpowered twins for no reason. Like, this nigga just got pile drive for doing his job. Even if we keep it at just Mark, the suffering that he has to go through is pushed to such a logical extreme, I don't even think I could co-sign it. Because what I hear from the comics, it gets so much worse. I should have known they was on bullshit when the first season saddle cards were representing him getting constantly beat up in every fight. I swear for the writers it's a fetish. Like, nigga, his second day as a hero, he had to fight the entire Thraxan army with a bunch of role players. Now I want y'all to look me in my eyes as I ask this question. What are you doing against the army with duplicating your roster? Like, they really had my man 2 days in the league carrying 3 G Leaguers and a mini P.E.K.K.A against, I'ma say it again, an entire army. Like, Cecil not even doing his job, nigga. Where's the help? And I pray if you were a civilian during this conflict, cause bruh, oh nah.
Watch your jab, man, watch your jab.
As you could clearly see, them boys got wiped out. And even if they survived this conflict, they pull up 2 more times in the same week with decades of advancements, and they're 50 times stronger. Like, I don't know what the writers were thinking making this up, down, down, left, right ass species. Because what do you mean these niggas spun the same block over decades? Like, I know decades ain't a lot for some of you niggas. You could add 40 years to Samuel Jackson's life, then niggas still look 80. But for the rest of us, plural decades are a long time. And they got decades stronger in 3 days. Nigga, that ain't even fair. And even though they came back decades stronger, Cecil still only brings 5 niggas.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm not gonna lie, Mark, I strangled that nigga too, cause what is wrong with Brody? It's like the writers were just glazing the villains to no end. Like, I really never seen a series like this where the heroes are so much weaker than the villains on every occasion, with a lot of it being completely unfair. Like, I mess with Machine Head. He's a great villain, very funny character. Nigga, how did you get Battle Beast on your roster? That shouldn't even be possible. This is like Kingpin having Galactus as an employee. Nigga,
It might sound like an overstatement, but Battle Beast is arguably, not even arguably, is top 3 in the verse. Some people would even put him at number 1, or at least number 2. So it sounds like an overstatement. I mean, obviously he's not as strong as Galactus, but like, in the context of their universe, he basically is.
I will harm you! But you know, Invincible is not the only show to do something like this. I could go into One Piece, where in one of their earlier adventures, Zoro had to fight the strongest swordsman on that planet, and he got absolutely bodied. But you know, that fight didn't just happen for him to be beat. It was a lesson. It was motivation. Zoro was really on the floor talking about some, I will never lose again. Like, I be reading that with tears in my eyes, dog. That's a real nigga. But Invincible, on the other hand, you want to know all this man got? He got turned into a Playboy Cardi album cover. What lesson do you learn from that? I'll give you the answer, nigga, nothing. Like, I've never seen a nigga get this universally hoed to this much of an extent. But y'all seen the show, man. There is so much BS like this Invincible gotta deal with. There is less than like 30 heroes on this damn planet, yet there's a new super organism or supervillain found every single week. And they're, for some reason, always stronger than the heroes. And not to mention, there's an entire army stronger than all of them that could come in at
army. I think that's a big word.
Any moment's notice. Even though I was just this.
Well, they might as well be.
Cecil, I'm on this side for this one, because what type of math is that?
21.
Ah! And even these villains that constantly spawn in every week would vehemently piss me off. All of these villains are middle-aged men with no emotional maturity and cannot listen to reason for more than 4 effing seconds. Like, all of these villains are just misunderstanding a scenario to the point of pure idiocy.
You killed my sister!
You killed my sister! You!
I hate this guy, but he uses his power so well. At the very least, he does it better than Duplicate.
You killed my sister!
I don't really know if they have the same...
A vital step to
limits?
success in life
Or
is
he's just
often a
doing it better
world-renowned
because-
university. Oxford.
Is this nigga serious? Like, these villains have to be the stupidest ones I've ever seen in fiction. And I know a lot of comic villains are built on very stupid motivations. Harry Osborn is another motivation with just a simple talk would have resolved everything. But I think you seeing Spider-Man carrying your dead father in your living room is a lot more believable than just being blatantly wrong. Now, I've seen a lot of people call Angstrom a hypocrite, but with him you could at least say he didn't always hate Invincible. His main goal was actually something completely different before his machine backfired on him. And it wasn't until his machine exploded where he went insane. And I mean, like, sure, I don't know how a nigga with a KSI built head has brain cells this useless. Nigga got all that space for nothing. But you know, let's just say he went insane. Like, Angstrom's still stupid as hell for picking the only good Invincible out of all the ones he could have picked. All the Invincibles that killed your family are still alive. You went to spin back on this nigga. Bro,
Crazy.
go stain them. You're really out here hiring your ops instead of slamming them out. What Pooh Shiesty say?
If your nigga killer ain't dead, you sure no RP, so you
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, Angstrom really like them roasters in middle school that are getting inflamed by someone else, but the moment you start laughing, they try to come at you. Like, nigga, you a bitch. Angstrom's still stupid. If I was Invincible, I'd be mad as hell. But for now, I'll let it slide. Powerplex, though? Nah, this nigga's just stupid. Everything about this nigga is just wrong. If you and Invincible talked for 4 effing seconds, you would...
Look. Okay. I feel like Angstrom is still worse than Powerplex for me. Angstrom is way worse than
known
Powerplex
that
for
A,
me.
he's the victim, B, he's the victim, and C, he's the victim. He did not mercilessly kill your family. Like, Breaking Bad Jesse over here was really pissing me off because this could have been solved in a single convo. And I know he tried several times to call Invincible's attention, but let's be real, none of them are gonna be peaceful, number one. And the situation you ended up getting him in is so stupid.
Really, nigga?
Like, he was really talking to his family like, damn, babe, I don't know how to get his attention. I tried everything I could. Me and the baby.
She was bad.
You know what? That's a great idea. I don't care if this was an act. I don't care if this was a skit. I don't care if it was fake. What type of person gags a baby to get back at a nigga? This is literally reverse Flash levels of petty. And Invincible has to deal with this every single week. Like, Powerplex really done murked his entire family and then looked at Invincible like,
Alright, so let's kill him.
I'm not gonna lie, Mark, this is a valid crash out, bro. I would have painted the city in his blood. Like, it's so funny. No matter what Invincible tries to do, everything gets painted as his fault. And not only that, if anybody has a conflict, he is miraculously the only superhero to ever exist in their eyes to help them. Omni-Man tricking him off Earth, the twins just forcing him to fight the Immortal. Like, this has to be a crime or something. You kidnapped him on a date to go to the future. Nigga, he ain't asked for this. And I'm skimming over so much. And this ain't even counting the war. Imagine the planet getting ravaged by people that look just like you. This ain't even counting conquest. And again, what I hear from people who read the comics, it only gets worse. And not only does he literally never get time to be a regular person, I would say his life is just as annoying, if not worse. Now, I know he got Eve. He was finally pushed to ask her out because William told him to. Shout out to all my gay niggas. Hit her with the default banger line.
When I was lying on the ground with that sound drilling into my head, the only thing I could think about was you. Incredible.
That is truly what you call a sensational game. He gotta start teaching the streets. We got niggas outside risen like
I
these.
know you work out. Body T. Oh, bro. I'm trying to get my ass like that.
And I know.
Wait, what? Did you say I'm trying to get my ass like that? Or is he saying I'm trying to get my hair like that? I didn't really hear that.
Oh, you see Eve right here.
Bro. I'm trying to get my ass like that.
And I know you see Eve right here. She's so bad. I ain't done that in a minute, but I'm truly grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
To be in true football weather.
But even with Miss Eve, I still wouldn't want to be this nigga because of Oliver. Oliver is a special case. Oliver is the annoying little brother times 11 because he's not annoying to everybody else. He's only annoying to Invincible.
I don't hate Oliver. I do not hate him. He is annoying, okay? And whenever he's doing something annoying, I roll my eyes, but I don't like hate him. I don't hate him like that.
It's as if he wants to make his life worse. And unless you are a POC willing to discipline him with the shakla, my dog, you not handling him. This man had a loving family growing up. His entire life going from royalty to the suburbs. That's barely a downgrade. Yet he still turned out to be King Von. How does this even happen? But I'm telling you, he's only being annoying to Invincible. When he kills the Mauler twins, he's gonna apologize in front of the heroes. But once Invincible tries to check him, now all of a sudden you want to start speaking like this.
It's not precious. People kill each other all the time. And most people aren't even special like us. They're just normal.
Okay, but to be fair, they explain why he's like this in the comics. Because, first of all, I don't see that as him being annoying to Invincible. I just feel like that's him being honest to his brother. You know, he's lying to everybody else, but he wants to be honest with his brother, how he really feels. That's how I see it. And the reason he doesn't care about life is you know, he's an alien, and they're alien. He explains that because he's an alien and they live short lives. There are people who don't really care too much about life. Yeah. That was pretty much, I think that's kind of the explanation they give.
This nigga is crazy.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not letting that slide if that was me. You just got finished apologizing, but now that you're talking to me, you wanna act like you're correct? I ain't dealing with that, bro. I'ma handle you like an African. Like, just let me catch that nigga sneak out the house. And you know, they again try to be a respectful family. And when they talk it out with him, he's like this.
The Maulers didn't have friends or family.
Yeah, nah, bro. Just like when the parents say, there was no signs. And it's a kid drawing imaginary friends like this. And they be like, I don't think he likes you, Dad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, gang. You're finished. But as y'all can see, bro, Invincible's life, the villains he gotta deal with, even his little brother. I promise you, I would never want to live his life, let alone live in the Invincible universe, bro.
Wake up, filthy.
Yeah, that was a good video. That was a good one. Go show some support to Zephire. I appreciate some support too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.